Alright, welcome to SouFLoTV again, everybody. It's your host with the most. So today we are going to talk about this website called Backpage. I've always heard about Backpage. I actually first found out about Backpage from a female named Santoya. I don't remember her last name, but Santoya was sent to prison for life as a young teenage female, and she testified in court that she was trafficked by her pimps and sold from pimp to pimp or traded on Backpage. And it made me go look up what Backpage was. Backpage has now been seized. If you go to the website, this is what you'll see. This letter right here. Backpage.com and affiliated websites have been seized and they are under investigation. Well, it's a bit past investigation because people have been tried and convicted so far. So here is the CEO and founder of Backpage, this man in the middle right here, not the one holding the camera, the one in the middle. And him and his two business partners founded this website and turned it into a multi-million-dollar website. And through this website, so much went on. Now, let me give you a rundown. It goes like this. So Backpage was a classified advertising website that had become the largest marketplace for buying and selling sex by the time the federal law enforcement agencies seized it in April of 2018. I had no idea Backpage was seized. I actually had no idea Backpage was that open about sex and selling sex. Now, available, this website spanned many different places because it was available in English, Spanish, German, French, Portuguese, Japanese, Korean, Norwegian, Russian, Chinese, Finnish, Italian, Dutch, Swedish, and Turkish. And it was founded in 2004 and it ran until 2018, making hundreds of millions of dollars. Pimps were known to conduct business regularly on Backpage, and Backpage became the backstory of child trafficking and human trafficking. So Backpage Adult Service section became the subject of an investigation by the Federal Bureau of Investigation, or the FBI, and the United States Postal Inspection Services, the United States Department of Justice, and Internal Revenue Service Criminal Investigator Division. So pretty much everyone was on Backpage, with analytical assistance from the Joint Regional Intelligence Center over accusations that the website knowingly allowed and encouraged users to post ads that were related to prostitution and human trafficking, particularly involving minors, and took steps to intentionally hide these activities. So what guys would do is, you would go to South Carolina, you would pick up a young girl that ran away from home, you pose as somebody that could take care of her. Mind you, she's 15, 14, and then you tell her, let's get out of here, take her to California. Then when you get to California, what the pimps would do is they would put her on drugs, beat her down, make her feel scared, and of course now she's far away from home. And then you go rent a motel room somewhere, keep her there, and you would walk the beat, bring clients to her through Backpage. So you would advertise her on Backpage, and people were known to frequent Backpage, find their muse, and then meet up for sexual encounters. And this way, you didn't have a minor walking the streets where the police could pull her over. Hey, you're out here for prostitution, show some ID. And if she showed an ID, it'll be an underage, or this is not a real ID. You ran the risk of being busted. But Backpage allowed for pimps to conduct business in a more discreet manner. The lawsuit says that these guys, here's the whole team, and the picture you saw before was them arrested. These guys knew what was going on with their website, but they were making so much money from it that they turned a blind eye to it. The CEO, Carl Ferrer, he ended up pleading guilty to charges of facilitating prostitution and money laundering, acknowledging that the great majority of the adult advertisements on Backpage were actually advertisements for prostitution. As part of his plea agreement, he agreed to shut down the site and give all its data to law enforcement. So for those of you who frequented Backpage, or for those of you who made money on Backpage, Backpage no longer exists. What I do see out there now is spin-offs from Backpage. So each city has a different version now of Backpage. So Backpage has actually started something. And good luck to the FBI, or good luck to those who want the FBI around, because I'm sure they're looking at the spin-offs from Backpage. Backpage was a place for females to make money as well. So if females who were interested in prostitution but didn't want to be seen or found out, or wanted to do it in a more discreet manner, what they would do is they would advertise themselves on Backpage as hosts, and then they would conduct their interviews through phone and FaceTime. And of course, we live in an age now where you can go FaceTime on the phone, so you get a good look at who it is you're supposed to be meeting up with. You get a feel, a vibe for, do I want this person around? Nah, he looked like a killer, he looked like a crackhead, he looked like a strung out on drugs person, or he looks like a decent guy, let's take a chance. Then they would go rent a hotel room somewhere, meet up with their John, and they would charge them whatever they're charging, $40, $100, $300, whatever their price were. And they would conduct their prostitution this way, which would take them off the streets again, making it almost impossible for police to bust them for prostitution. And that was another way for females to make money on Backpage. The biggest part about Backpage, though, that got them in trouble was they were making hundreds of millions of dollars under the table and not paying taxes on it. And you know, if you're playing with Uncle Sam's money and you're not giving him his share of cut, then you're going to be brought down sooner or later. In the United States of America, you can probably run just about any business as long as you make sure that you lawyer up and you pay your taxes on time. The biggest part about Backpage, though, was the underage sex trafficking. There were a lot of females that were missing from many different states that were found in another state working as prostitutes. And it wasn't that they were just working as prostitutes, it was the number of females that were running away from the guys who they actually thought was their boyfriend in the first place. You can imagine young and impressionable 14, 15-year-old ran away from home, from a troubled home, and she thinks that this 20-something, 30-something, 40-something-year-old guy is actually going to take care of her and love her for her being her. So, yep, young girls, daddy issues, ran away, and then she finds herself in hundreds of miles away from home, no way of getting home, plus she's trapped by an abusive guy, a gorilla kind of guy. Actually, they call it gorilla pimping, right? You run upon a girl out in the streets, and you tell her, you can't make no money out here, you can't do nothing out here if you don't come through me, but I can make you make a whole lot of money. They do that also, and Backpage was facilitating this. So all these young girls, a lot of them started running away to rescue missions and shelters, and that's how Backpage actually got exposed, because they were wanting to find out through investigation, well, you're only 12, you're only 13, how were they able to pimp you out to clients? And the girls would talk and say, we didn't walk the street, we stayed in a hotel room and we traveled city to city and make money. They would set up dates ahead of time, and all these clients knew a 12-year-old or 13-year-old was coming into town that they could sleep with, so they would pay money ahead and they would move us over and do our business, not stay there long enough to get busted, move on to another city, which made it also hard to locate these missing girls. Backpage has come to an end. Leave your comment in the comment section below. Tell me what you think about this one. I'm out. Peace.